okay, because effectively you ask it to have 0, and I got 0. Then here I need to have, no, that's the left, 0 minus 12, and to have minus 12 after there, I'm going up to have minus 12. Okay?
So you read and go on.
Yeah, the third, we need 0 before. Now the fourth, we need
So
0.
you have to
I have
mark
7.
each
Yeah.
tooth and go on.
And go on. That's why I put, you go up, you make the ideal before, and then you change in the, you need 0 here, and change here again in lingua crown. Okay? Now, if you have to change this, the space for the lateral, for the implant, okay? You need to change the position of the roots. This is the right side. No, but we have all the marks there. So what I need to do when the patient is this way, and I need to move the root of the first or the central in this way, okay, and the cuspid this way. You have the drawing here. We need to make this. So sorry, it was the other position. So what I have to do? The central is here. Before the central, what I do? I go down. Okay, before the central, you put the mid arch, the mark or the midline. You go down and up. What's happening to the root of the central? Is going to move like way. But as I told you last time, first time that I did one of this preparation, I was in the Gaslini Hospital in my first or second year in the clinical course, and I prepared all my things, and I said, okay, I want to go there, that direction, so I make the, I want to have the root in that way, and I bend it up. I stop. Because I said, okay, it's going to, when the patient arrived, that was intruded, the center was intruded 2 millimeters. Because all the arch wire were like this. I said, oh, there's something wrong. Because you can't start in the direction and going up, because the tooth are going to intrude. So you have to go first down, okay? Then move up. And be sure that the center of your band is in the bracket. So the line is this. The bracket is in the same line, and it's moving like this. Okay, that's why you go down and go up in this way. After the central, you have to go down and arrive in the normal line. Now we have torque, opposite torque, increasing torque, so it's not easy to look this archwise flat, but we check like this, you see, this way. Okay? On the cuspid, what we are going to do? We need the cuspid making this. So what we do? We go up, then we go down, and after the cuspid, we return up and down. Okay? So, the line is this one. That's too much. And if you look to our patient, we see that the central is moving in this way, and the cuspid is moving the root in this way. You see? You go down, up, down, and the central is making on the cuspid, you go up, down, up, and the roots are making like this. How we do that? Going from central to distal and moving first up the mesial, no, the first down the mesial and going up, and then 0. Then up the mesial, down, and then 0.
You have to think about every time.
No, I'm thinking every time before doing, you have to do that, because normally, if you don't, the first time you make every time the opposite movement. Because, I want to go there. So you think and look at your tooth and say, what he has to go there. To go there, what you have to do, you need that the wire is going up in this way. Figure out the position of the tooth. Okay, now you can make these arch wires.
Feeling it. And
Don't make too much mess with the torque. Change only one of the ladders, one on the upper, one on the lower. Okay.
and to have an upright of the
One
set,
more?
classical case in which we have to do an upright of set,
Yes.
but not to extrude
can
and
cut
to
your
just
hair.
remain.
We use the running loop. Is our work next time.
Next time.
But I'll show you.
Guys, come again.
I'll show you on the. I'll show you because.
What are you showing? Sorry.
Mi è scappato fuori. Vedi che adesso a me mi è scappata da vedi che fa subito quella cosa che ha fatto anche a te. In un attimo.
Sì, perché appena viene fuori.
Sì, sì, perché ora mi è scappato il dito mentre lo facevo, però e viene sta curvatura qui. Vi faccio vedere un attimo una running, vedi, è venuto grande, è venuto tutto, ma non ci interessa. Facciamo un inferiore e noi sull'inferiore adesso vi faccio solo vedere, ci mettiamo davanti al 6 e facciamo la running loop.
Cioè il 6 manca e il 7
Il 5 manca, vabbè, è lo stesso, la stessa cosa. Anche
What are you doing now?
Vabbè,
the
5
running
manca e
loop.
6 mesializzato.
What we are going to do the next time, it's a running loop.
I want.
We put 1.5 millimeter on forward to the molar. I use the plier in the opposite way. Normally we use in this way, we use in the opposite way, and we make a circle like this. A 4 millimeter. We make a circle like this. Inside is always lingual. A 4 millimeter and a half round like this.
Quite big.
Okay? I make both sides.
Because we miss.
In the case of a second premolar or premolar extraction, in second class cases. But it's the same. You can use also if the second molar is missing. If you want to prepare only the root. Because what we are doing, we have this. We tip. Normally we tip a lot. We tip 20 degrees about here, like this. Professor Gebeck tipped 40 degrees. It's a little bit too much, but he tipped. I learned this bend in his office, and he bended 40 degrees. We put 20 degrees. Then have you got the power chain? Yeah, one of the power chain that we had. Oh, it's the same. Okay. I normally use a power chain, but
Sì.
Sì, sì. Ok,
Pensavo fosse più semplice.
eh? No, la piega è semplice, la più semplice del mondo.
Sia più facile della
Elastico,
curva,
non...
Okay, you put it inside. Okay, no, we have not any type of. We put wire.
I have mine empty.
Aspetta, guarda.
No, perché bisogna togliere i denti. se no.
No, okay. We put inside the tube because we have a convertible here with the tube, or if you have the 7, you put inside like this. You go in here. So facciamo bene a mettere il setting come dicevi tu, così ci andiamo giusti. You go in here and use the utility to tie to the hook. Inside the hook. E volutamente streuso sto coso, sì? Questo strumento di utilità alla rovescia?
Non è mio.
Faccio uno strumento di
Non so
utilità alla
neanche stato io.
Okay, we tie both in this way. We are 2 millimeter, 1 millimeter and a half, and we have
Ah, ok.
inside is tight. You put the tip back here, but the root, the crown can go
Dista.
distal, and the tip is moving forward the root.
Ok.
You can just bend
So it's bodily
the,
movement, yeah?
the running loop with normal metal. No, just to know.
It's a little bit more difficult because you have to see you go inside and tie, and maybe is more strong. But with an elastic chain is very it's easier the movement. Okay, we use this to move the root forward. Normally, then what do we do?
We mark in 2 millimeters.
2
before.
millimeters before. What do we do? When we extract the second bicuspid, we want to mesialize. The first appointment, we tip. First 1, 2 appointments, we tip the molar until the root are forward. Then you see the crown like this. When the crown is like this, you go inside with a 139. The mesial part go down. You move the plier forward. And the distal part go up.
You're moving.
So you're moving forward
It's
the loop. That's why it's called running loop, because it's moving easy. Forward.
Corona radice, corona radice.
Then you had this position. You go passive with the tip. Should be 0.5 because if you gave 20 before, it's really elastic. Only remain 0.5 and move the root like this. And you tie it again, and the crown is coming up. Next appointment,
You do not activate, you just do
Tip.
tipping.
again. And you move the root. So the movement of the running loop is like this. You have the 6th, move forward the root, and then the crown. Then forward the root, and then the crown, forward the root, and then the crown.
How much time
The way to reduce the running loop?
I'll show you. To reduce to mesialize.
mesialize.
Sure.
How much it take? 4 weeks, 6 weeks?
It depends. It depends on many things. How strong it is the bite, a lot of things. But normally, it's a little bit longer to prepare and very easy to upright. Because if you prepare, normally you can put an elastic, you can tie together 4 to 4 and make an elastic chain, put an elastic chain for 4 to 6. And the crown immediately, boom,
Yeah.
come here.
But there's no way in which maybe a problem is that the moral goes up, no?
In this, in all the
This
cases
way,
that you see that we control the Cousin is in this way we have no problem. You have not be hurry. You only to have to prepare and be sure that the route are prepared. If not prepared, you're not to push forward, because if not prepared, the motor is like this and
Good.
is making this. You have to prepare like this and then move. Never try.
So it's the preparation that let the
Yeah, you have not to be hurry with this motor.
Could you explain again? You should be passive first when you
Mesializzare.
preparing the route,
Okay.
so you don't tie this or how
No,
you do?
we tie as I show you on the.
But maybe you are closer to the tooth. I didn't.
No, we stay 2 millimeters. 2 millimeters
But you
with this.
have bigger this.
Yeah,
tip
we
down.
use a tip down because this is really elastic, because it's really big.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't care about the reaction, counter reaction. So
Mm-hmm.
it's working, but you can put like this, 20 degrees.
Giovanni,
Yeah?
we can make this loop near the 6 or 7, or we can make it near
To
the
me-
5.
No, we can put just 2 millimeter in front of the 6th. Normally, when you start with this treatment, the second are not bended.
Okay.
Okay? How to mesialize? You go, use the 139, the bird beak, and move mesial down.
increase the loop.
Then you have to move the plier here and distal up.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. You can make the same thing in the opposite way. Here, if you are too short, you prepare this too close to the fourth.
Go down.
What you
distal,
make?
distal
You
down,
go down distal.
Move. And
Move.
Mesial up.
That's why it's the easier bend to do, because you can make a mark and then you change the position in the right position.
Good. Thank you.
Okay, they're not using in Tusum because they use two different. I'll show you just because we are
You can
all
use it
here.
even in a sectional.
Yes, also. You
Really?
need other things, but they use this kind of bands. To upright, they use the cherry loop. The cherry loop is like this.
Con la foglietta, con il. Come l'abbiamo fatta noi?
Okay, this is the cherry loop, and they tie, they let it open, go inside, then they tie it inside, and it's going to upright the molar. But then they change this,
Wire.
they change the wire and make the sure loop. The sure loop is a small 6 millimeters closing loop. Followed by a quite tricky movement. You have to go down 90, then you have to move here, pass over, and go back. Then you have to go down here and go down 45 degrees. After that, you have to squeeze and close. That's the Schwarn loop. Okay? And how they use it, you tie to the first molar this, open the loop, and you have anchorage 4 to 4 to move forward the molar. The problem is that when you use this, it's very strong, and normally you can have a big reaction, and you have to or put 0 or an opposite torque in the anterior to be sure, and you have to activate just a little bit. It's quite
But with this
tricky.
one, the only anchorage we use is
Yeah, the 4/4.
4/4. Stop.
And stop. Maybe it's better don't put
What do
lever
you mean?
crown in the
4/4
anterior.
6. If you want to visualize
If
this
you
one,
want to visualize the
Six
the
one.
6
The
is the
seven.
4,
Yeah, the
4,
seven.
6.
yeah, it depends what tooth is.
You mean you do the stop after maybe fifths, yeah? If we visualize in the second.
The 6. No,
The
the 5th.
seventh.
Oh, okay. If you want to measure the 7th, you make just in front of the 7th.
This pose.
Dipende un po' come. Loro fanno queste due archi con queste anse qui.
Per me sono complicato. Peccato perché poi non c'è la ragna che ti muove.
No, noi facciamo questo. The only problem with this is that when you mesialize, the molar tendency is going to go forward in this way. But it's very easy. You put on the cleat here one elastic chain, pass inside the and go here, and the arm of the la leva, come si dice la leva?
Level up.
The level arm is changing.
Mettere un tipo
Un
no,
toe-in.
No, c'è che penso mio
Sì,
nipote gli mette un
out.
tip, no, gli mette un tip per incrementare il movimento, ma io non lo metto mai. I never do that. I only put
No,
the
devi dare un
chain.
No, un tuo auto, se no
Tuo auto.
con un tuo auto lo mandi
Ah no, viene ancora più
storto,
fuori, scusami, hai ragione.
Mio nipote mette un toe-in.
Why don't it work with just the tip? The inside.
Yes, someone is using, my nephew is using, but I prefer using a chain. Immediately it's going to go forward. And if you put a chain from lingual here to the 4th, lingual here to the 4th, you're making a force like this. Ding, mesial and
Front.
back. Okay? So, if you're finished with the arch wire, you go with the 2 arch wires. If you're not finished, finish with the.
How is the movement of the wire to make visualize a molar?
Not the ball.